and I doubt you are yet, but I'll just need you to.
That one right here?
Yeah, that's the one. Hi guys. Trying this again. I'm so disappointed. I was so close. Yeah, you have to just mute yours. All right, let me post that stream elsewhere. Yeah, thanks, Beth. I'm so disappointed because we had it this time. We had everything set up. Hi, everyone. It was so ahead of time. The cameras were up. I had them all the different angles. I had them set all over the room. All I had to do was push go, and something happened and the cameras got booted offline. And for whatever reason, they would not read my, they wouldn't connect to my Wi-Fi again. I even asked them nicely and everything. So let me get everything pulled back up. And I haven't, Annette, are you on here yet? I'm wondering if you can actually put the new link up for me and take the old ones off if I can't figure out how to do it. I'm trying not to be so frustrated. I'm so frustrated because it was so good. We tested them and everything was good. The good news is I have figured out how to do it. The bad news is my internet hates me. Okay. So let me just get everything pulled up. Can you see the chat yet?
Yeah.
Annette, if you're on here, just let me know if you can help me with the links real quick.
She's on here.
Obviously, I'm just a little flustered, but it's okay. So sad. I'll have to go in and delete that one later. Okay, I think I found it. Let me just put this on the old video at least, if I can. You don't see Annette? Okay. I know there's people on the old one asking where the new link is, so I'm just gonna put it there. Annette did it. Oh, Annette, I love you. Okay. All right. Sorry, that was a rough start. I'm so excited. We're taking over. Siah is on an airplane. She is flying to Las Vegas to go watch Kelly Clarkson. Did you know that?
No.
By herself.
She is? Good for her.
I have my friend Ginger here, and she's only here on one condition. Ginger, what is that condition?
Not on camera.
She doesn't want to be on camera, but you guys, she's the most beautiful person in the world.
Whatever.
We've been best friends for like 20 years. So she knows way more about me than she should. She brought me French fries, which is even better than M&M's, and a salad, but we didn't have time for that. So Ginger's gonna help me to read comments. So I'm so excited. So what do we got? Create Beautiful You. I had to do a new one, and it is 30 minutes late because I got these new cameras. I'll show you guys these cameras real quick. I've been trying to help Siah set up her studio a little bit. Do you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put Do Not Disturb on. There. I'm trying to help her with her home studio so she can not use her phone. And so we bought these cameras. They're called Mevo cameras, and there's 3 of them. And just before you guys came on, I actually had them set at all the different angles. And you can just control which angle you do. You can zoom in. You can do all sorts of things just from like an iPad. They're fantastic. But I just had a hard time figuring out how to set them up in the app, get the link to her YouTube, and then go live. And this time I finally figured everything out for the first time. And for whatever reason, right before we pushed go live, the internet booted the cameras off the Wi-Fi. So we are late. So if you're late, you're out of time. You didn't miss a dang thing. So we are going to make a Scoops Ahoy. And I made a practice one. It's a miracle, Ginger. I don't always do a practice one. I always say I'm going to do a practice one. Do you want this one?
Sure.
There's one person who gets to choose this one or the one I'm making today.
Perfect.
And if she doesn't choose this one, you can have it.
Deal.
But she gets first choice. Okay. Her name's Cynthia. I don't know if she's on here. So it's a Scoops Ahoy, and I decided to try my hand at quilting. What do you think? To tell you the truth, it was really easy. I just put foam and went burp, beep, beep, burp, 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 and it was done. There is a slip pocket on the back. I did webbing. I just did seatbelt webbing for the straps instead of making some because I didn't really have any of this material that I could do. It has a recessed zipper. And on the inside is this material that I got from that company in Canada, and I wish I could remember the name, but it's love in all the different languages, so it's my Valentine's Day bag. And then I have my Musically Made by Susan zipper overlay that Leslie made for me, and an inside zipper pocket. It was a fun make. It took me a long time, and so full disclosure, this video might be a two-part video, but I did pre-do some things so that maybe we can do it. I have a rehearsal tonight, so I can only go till a certain time. And plus I want to respect your time. So we'll see what we can get through, and we are going to make a Scoops Ahoy. Oh, Cynthia says.
Oh, it's mine?
Cynthia says you can have it.
I love you, Cynthia.
Ginger, here you go.
Yeah.
The bag we're making today is going to be for Cynthia. She said at the end of last year she wanted a Susan bag. Yes, I made those ones in SiahSwag colors. You know, a little nod to the person who we're taking over for today. So let's show you what we have real quick. This is the Scoops Ahoy by KDill Handmade. We're going to be making some recessed zippers, which we're just getting ready to start that right here. Get the parts all out for that. This is the main, there's two of these. This is the lining that I'm using. It's just cotton. And if you want to know where I got it from my favorite store. Do you know what my favorite store is, Ginger?
No.
Siah's Closet. Stole it from her closet. From my favorite store. We have...
Does your industrial arrive? They're asking.
When's my industrial arrive? I'm not sure.
Are you excited?
I'm really excited. Also, it's going to take over the whole house. It's like in the table. The industrial, you don't move them off the table like this. That's going to go well. Oh, Sam's Fabric. Yes, that's what. Sam's Fabric Kreations is where I got that love material from Ginger's Scoops Ahoy. Okay, so we have our center panel for the front, or for the, this is one's the back, and then we're going to do a slip pocket. I'm either going to do the slip pocket with a cotton woven, or I'm going to do it just the same with this, so it's just all the same. I haven't decided. We'll decide in just a minute when we put it together. So there's two of those. This is the bottom panel piece. There's two of these, and this is Raja Faux Suede from IndoLove. I'm almost positive. And I actually bought it myself. It's a miracle. These are some side panels. Also the Raja something something. Don't you love how I know the names of everything? This is just some inside zipper pockets, and this is vinyl, or canvas I mean. It's just canvas from my favorite store, Siah's Closet. This is a strip that you cut off the lining piece if you decide to do a recessed zipper, which I am.
Jen's asking if this is industrial, this is not.
No, this is my Juki TL 2010Q. We're gonna make it Mr. Jingles, aka Mr. Jingles, so he's gonna get all the action today. And this is a top band that goes on the panel. You'll see that in just a second. And this I'm really happy about. I made my own straps out of the two different colors of Raja Faux Suede. Isn't that so pretty? I didn't know that you could love a strap so much. But I really have love in my heart for this strap. And then of course you need rivets, a zipper end cap, or you could do fabric, but I'm just gonna do the zipper end. Raja vinyl from IndoLove. Yes, thank you, that's it. And then I have a couple of zippers. I'm doing antique brass today. And I'm living on the edge. I'm doing one zipper white and one that's brown.
Bam.
I don't know if you're allowed to do that. I think you're supposed to match. But I didn't have enough white to do both, and I really wanted white on the top.
Whatever your M&Ms are.
I don't have any, I ran out.
Rude.
But she brought me French fries. And French fries and M&Ms both are kind of in the same must-have category. Okay. Ginger, you might be in the camera.
Oh, good.
I'm bringing it right here.
Well, then I'm going over here.
Yeah. All right. Let's move the camera since I only have one camera. Lame.
I'm going to be in it either way, aren't I? If you're going over there.
Now I have to move all these plugs.
Alright. Oh.
Just a minute. We're going to get going. I'm going to go ahead and follow mostly the order that she has in her pattern. So if you're following along and you're trying to figure out what step I'm at, I will try to stay in order the best I can. Oops, my big camera is on screen. Or I mean my pattern camera. And now you're on, Ginger.
I waved. Is it good enough?
Yes. I need to move this out of the screenshot because it's her pattern. And you can't show that. Is that better? My desk is so cluttery. How embarrassing.
Yeah.
Are you guys embarrassed by my desk?
So embarrassed.
I knew it. How's that angle, my people?
Oh, thank you, Cynthia.
Ugh, so cluttery. I can't even handle it. Ugh.
What's the name of what we're making again?
We're making the Scoops Ahoy by KDill. Handmade. All right, I think we're ready. Ginger looks beautiful in her dress. I agree, she does. So to make these recess zippers, we are taking each piece and we are measuring in and putting tape, double-sided tape, and then we're just folding this down to the line, which I drew last night and has disappeared. Is that a problem?
No, but Kat loves your earrings.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kat. Is that Kat from Georgia by any chance? Okay, so then what you're gonna do is you're gonna lay your exterior piece of your zipper recess panel right side up with the folded edge underneath on the right. I've got my zipper that I have turned my zippers at my 90-degree turn, and I have my teeth facing down. I hope I'm doing this right. My teeth facing down and the fold is to the edge. Is this correct? Yes. This is right side up, zipper is right side down. Do you love how I don't actually know Ginger? I think Ginger's laughing at me right now.
I'm laughing because it says, "Don't be nervous, Susan. There's only 140 people
Perfect.
watching you."
It doesn't say to put tape on this part, but when I was making the bag that I practiced on, I was having a hard time with layers slipping. So you know what? We're just gonna go tape crazy. This is gonna be tape-a-mania. And if I run out, I'll just steal some more from Kasaya next time I go to her house.
In her shop.
Yeah. Okay. So then I'm going, whoops, I just did that wrong. Already my first step. Good job, me. We have to go right side down on that. That way. Scoops Ahoy, yep. If you guys didn't see the video that we made in Tennessee for our Sew in the States video, that was Kathy, and she is KDill Handmade. That's her. She's the one who did the As You Wish and the Nougat and the Road Tripster. That's all her. Shout out to Kathy. Okay, so you're just gonna line this up, and I'm not as concerned necessarily with my raw end. I wanna make sure that my folded end is really beautifully lined up on that side. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and stitch that down. looking, I have to keep looking. Okay, so on this one, you're going to stitch up not the folded edge, but the raw edge on the end, and then you're going to come all the way across the top, but don't stitch over your folded end. Why is that, I wonder? I don't actually know. There is a reason for it, though. Something about recessed zipper pattern. Okay, sorry, a little rough start, but now we're going. Now we're rocking and rolling. So once you have that, we're going to turn it and top stitch. All right, and you can just, what she does is she, if I remember this correctly, she just kind of like trims a little bit. Just do a little trimmy poo right there. Go. Trim. And then we're going to turn it.
Dawn Bush, I am not a sewist.
Ginger, you've sewn something before.
I sewed a curtain once. Does that count?
Totally.
And a pillowcase.
I feel like I've been at your house helping you sew before.
I can like hem pants.
Ginger's amazing. And you think Siah has a lot of kids. Ginger, tell the people how many kids you have.
8, baby.
She has 8 kids. So what I always tell Ginger is that with her kids, her 8 kids and my 2 kids, we both have on average 4 kids.
That's right.
Works out great.
We share kids anyways.
We do.
Part.
We do. I love her kids. Go ahead. Now we're going to top stitch this. Are we pretending you're not here? Okay. Gabriella's here, but she's not here.
She's here with the snake. It's Faith. It exhausts me too, Dawn.
She is often exhausted.
That's why I come to Susan's.
So for years and years, Ginger and I both lived in Las Vegas, one street away from each other. And she would just randomly show up at my house whenever, and she wouldn't announce she was coming. She wouldn't even ring the doorbell. She would walk in and just go straight to my couch. And I would just keep doing whatever I was doing and realize she just needs a minute.
Yep. That's how all my kids survived. So far.
They've all survived so far.
Can I use any of this tissue paper?
Go for it. And I'm just kind of pulling as I go to make sure it doesn't like go funky underneath. And yes, if these edges aren't totally matched up, you can adjust them when you get there. And you're just going to stitch around all 4 sides. You want to talk to it a little bit. It's like I skipped a few stitches. Cynthia, there's a couple skip stitches on this. Do you accept my offering?
Cindy, my kids are from age 10 to 25.
10 to 25, and she has 1 grandkid and 1 on the way.
One will be
Oh, 2
born.
on the way.
2 on the way. One due in 2 weeks.
Yeah, she's gonna have a grandbaby in 2 weeks. And there's lots of tissue paper right now in the background because my daughter is packing a present. It's just really loud.
Julie, we're not on her new cameras. They didn't work.
They worked,
Last
but
minute.
my internet booted them off at the last minute. And we even upgraded our internet, so I don't know what the deal is. So here we go. There's 1 recessed zipper panel. Yeah, it looks super nice, except for the skip stitches. Cynthia, those stitches just mean that I love you the most. So now we do the same thing, and this is where, I don't know if you guys are like me, this is where I have to really think about it. I have to go, okay, fold this. I have such a hard time doing the opposite of things. What's he got?
He's trying to eat your food again. Or my food.
Teddy? Oh, I thought we already booted him out.
Yeah, she don't like him.
Perfect. Okay. I've got these folded under, and I'm going to take this next zipper, and I'm going to have to think about this and say, this way. Okay. So, I have it a little bit offset from the very edge. You don't want it on the very edge. So you're going to put it, and she tells you in the pattern how far off to put it. And like I said, she doesn't say to tape things down, but I do have a hard time with things slipping. And I don't know if I'm just not holding it right or holding my tongue right. Teddy has had a haircut, and he even got a bath yesterday. So he's all fresh and delicious. He keeps stealing our food.
He's stealing our food.
Bryce to the rescue. Thank you, Teddy.
Thank you, Bryce.
Thank you, Bryce.
Sorry about that.
Oh, it's fine. Okay, so here we go. Zipper number 2. I'm going to go ahead and put this on there.
Yes, Dawn, I'm a very young grandma. I'm gonna stay young forever.
Ginger, Bryce, and I are all the same age. But Ginger likes to
I'm
point
way
out,
younger, actually.
she likes to point out that her birthday is after ours by quite a bit. So she likes to think that she's really young. Oh, good. I already put tape on this on the wrong side. I'm doing great. Just kidding. Oh, Siah's here. Hi, Siah. I thought I was doing this while you were in the air and I could talk about you. Siah, those cameras were ready. They were worked. I had the link up. They looked amazing. I had all the angles. And right as I went to go push live, my internet booted them offline. And I couldn't get them back online. So I'm late starting. And it's just my phone again. We'll get it one of these days. Oh, someone just watched her quilting video. Yeah, I saw that. That was cool. Oh, you can hear us? Well, I guess we'll be nice then. Ginger's here, Siah.
Hi, Siah.
She's reading all the comments for me. Oh my gosh, did I do it wrong again? No, I did it right. Once again, you don't have to put tape everywhere, but I'm just putting tape everywhere up in here.
Up in here.
Up in here. We're going to use a lot of tape today. Up in here, up in here. We don't want things to slip away. Up in here, up in here. Okay. So once again, we are... Oh my gosh, did I do that wrong? Yep. Sure did.
Can we fix something?
I didn't sew yet.
I'm a good picker.
You're a good,
I can do that.
you're a good picker.
You just tell them what we picked one night.
Oh, I think you need to tell that story. Just talk really loud.
Oh, no, you're better at it.
Ginger's, well, I have to think for a minute. Just a minute. You guys, I'm really struggling with this. I'm so sorry. I swear I practiced. But you love it when I do this stuff. I want the folded side Oh, that's because I did that one wrong. Why are they both folded? Oh my gosh. Oh, because I turned it. I thought these are both folded. I did it wrong. It's because I turned it, you guys.
Breathe.
I didn't do it wrong. I just ripped it for no reason, didn't I? I did. I ripped it for no reason. So what's my folded side? Folded side has the tail coming off. Tail coming off.
Put your zipper together, it will help.
folded side? It's right? Okay. When I looked at the other ones, both sides were folded under, and I thought, great, now I've messed up. But it's just because after you turn it, what side?
I think you need it fried.
She's all Susan. What? I was all ready and flustered. It's right. These things do happen when I don't have M&Ms. They're right. I promised. I practiced, and I was so ready for this, but I can't even do the recess panel. It's okay.
She got her french fries. It's good now.
Mm-hmm. I think I had it right to begin with, and I ripped it apart for nothing. Nope.
Robert says he likes to leave the zipper tag together. Helps to not get confused.
Oh my gosh, I'm dying here. I'm dying. Do you know why? Everything's fine. I'm just gonna take a minute. Ginger, talk to the people.
What am I telling them? I'll tell you a little story. Last year, I had 3 kids decide to get married. I had one already married, and my son decides to get married in a whirlwind, so he gets married. It was great. Then my other two of my other daughters decided to get married. Well, one of them has this dress that she got off of some online shop. I don't know where she got it from, but it was like $45, and I thought that's just way too good to be true. So we get it, and yes, it was too good to be true. So we took it to a seamstress to get fixed, and the seamstress did a really bang up job. And she had, am I allowed to say certain things on this channel?
Well, sure.
Let's just say one side was high and one side was low in the front.
You can say. You can just say it. Just say it.
Okay, her boobies were lopsided.
Yep.
In the dress.
In the dress.
In the dress, and this is like, in 2 days she's supposed to go get her wedding pictures done before the wedding, and she's kind of freaking out, and so Susan says, "Hey, let's see if we can fix it. This, wedding dress." So we go over to her house and we start working on this thing, and long story short, by the end of the night, it was about 2:30 in the morning, we had pretty much unpicked the entire dress. We actually had 2 dresses. She bought 2 dresses online, so we thought, well, maybe we can take part of one dress and we can fuse it into the second dress. And it was...
How'd that go for us?
Yeah, it didn't work out.
We basically undid 2 wedding dresses.
Uh-huh.
And I tried taking it apart, sewing pieces back together. We were in my bedroom at the sewing machine for hours, all night.
Yep.
And then we finally gave up.
Yep.
And she got a different dress.
My daughter, her name's Ginger also, so we call her Gigi. She was very good about it. She didn't cry at all, in front of us at least. So the next day, we went to an actual bridal shop and looked for dresses, and I just told God, hey, I need a miracle. We gotta find a dress. It can only be this much money, and it has to fit her exactly, and that's what we need. And lo and behold, we found it. First place we went to, found it, and it was beautiful on her. And it didn't need any alterations.
And she had a beautiful wedding.
She did.
And there you go.
And there you go.
So never ask me to fix a wedding dress. Obviously, I couldn't even do a recess zipper. She should have watched one of my videos first, right? Oh, heavens to Betsy's. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, everything's fine. We have to have one major goof up on every video. That was it. Smooth sailing from now on. Because I was like, you're overthinking this. I know I am. Woo! Okay. Everything's okay. Are you still with me, or did everyone leave me?
They're here. They're so supportive. It's cute.
I know. They're so nice to me. Okay. It's going to get better. And if you're feeling bad about your sewing skills, I'm here for you, because I will demonstrate that you can't possibly be worse than me. Okay. Yes, you guys are amazing. Don't leave me. Well, I don't. It's okay if you leave me. Just don't leave my sister. She didn't ask me to do this. I just did it.
She was up to the air so I could take it.
She didn't say. Yeah. I mean, doing a recess zipper in your own room while you're not talking to anyone is one thing, but while you're holding conversations and everyone's watching you,
Yeah.
it's all of a sudden very different, and I don't know why. All of a sudden my brain just goes, what?
Well, they think you're a lot faster than you used to be, so damn.
Well, that's hilarious because I'm 23 minutes and all we've done is this. Okay. Let me top stitch this, and we're going to put this aside and pretend this never happened. Are you with me, Ginger?
Bam.
Ouch, I just hit my hand. That hurt. Okay, say they love watching me sew. Well, heaven bless you for it. Trying to figure out where to start. We want to go all the way around to make it look as neat as possible. I think I'm going to start across the top. This Raja faux suede is quite thick, and so this this seam allowance is trying to poof up on me.
Are you supposed to leave one in unfolded? Because I said you left one in unfolded.
Well, it was unfolded, but I flipped it. Did I do it wrong? Well, whatever. You know what? It'll be fine. Cynthia, it's going to be a designer original. Zoop. Scoops ahoy! I actually do what I meant to do, Ginger. I meant to go buy Chips Ahoy because we're doing the
Oh.
Scoops Ahoy.
Yes. That would have been good.
That would have been really good.
We'll get some after this.
Okay.
There's always time.
Yeah. Okay. One more little stitch and we are moving on to the next thing. Cynthia, there's a couple more skip stitches, but every time, when you get this bag, every time you see a skip stitch, just say Susan thought of me right there. It's like every time you do a skip stitch, just make a wish. Make a wish. Well, I didn't quite catch all of it, but.
Do most of these ladies already have a King Max?
Not just a King Max, there's all sorts of machines. It's just a certain brand.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I am really excited about it. Okay, there's our recessed zipper panel. So we are going to put that thing away and say bye-bye. Okay, and now what we're gonna do is make our slip pocket for the outside. And I have to decide if I want the print to show or the faux suede. Oops. Okay. I have interfaced both these with just the SF101. This is the faux suede and this is cotton woven from Siah's closet. Thanks, Siah. Siah, did you know I took this from your closet? I don't know if I told you. Okay. I am getting, she's got me the same as her. King Max GC03, I don't know. 20. They all the machines, Ginger, they have lots of letters and lots of numbers.
Perfect.
Like mine's a TL 2010Q. Hers is a King Max GC something something. And at first when people were talking about it, I'm like, what are you guys saying?
Yep.
Okay. So now what you're gonna do, with your right sides together, you're gonna sew around both sides and the concave curve part of it and this side, but you're gonna leave the bottom open because we're gonna turn it in just a second to make it look so beautiful. Here we go. I think I'll go this side.
They want you guys to do a live to open up your new.
To open it, I think we will. I think Kasaya will actually come here and we'll do a live so everyone can see it and she can teach us all about it.
Okay, I will hang out with you guys.
Will you come? Will you be on camera?
No. But I will play games with you guys after.
Okay. I accept. Oh, I just went the wrong way. That's funny. I was gonna go all the way around, but I started the wrong direction. It's okay. It's okay. We're meant to do that.
Anne says, Susan, would you sew a Scoops Ahoy bag if it was ordered and you were paid for it?
Andy, do you want me to make you a Scoops Ahoy? You might want to watch and see how this comes out first, but I'd love to make you one. Sure, I'll make you a Scoops Ahoy. I'll put one of my Susan tags on it. That's what Cynthia wants. She said she wanted one with one of my Susan tags. I said deal. Zoop.
I'm serious, Kasaya. We will be playing games. And eating good food.
Yes, always. She said bring us some soupas.
Yep. See, we're already thinking alike.
She lives by the good restaurants.
Susan and I have been friends for so long that Kasaya and I are friends too now.
It's true.
We have been for many years.
Mm-hmm.
She did say one time, out of all Susan's friends, she likes me. I'm pretty sure she said the most,
Mm-hmm.
but you know,
And she knows you the most.
she definitely does.
Okay, so I just trimmed the corners here. Oh no, I need to plug this in.
Plug what?
Ginger, will you do me a
Camera?
favor? My phone. I forgot when we rearranged everything. I have trimmed the corners of all this, and now I'm just gonna turn it.
Is it this?
Yeah, but you can plug it back here if it's closer. You know what I mean? And this needs to be plugged in so I can turn the light on.
It didn't fit. Or not?
There's a paracord right there.
Embarrassing.
All right, so we're just gonna turn this out. It's a mini turn and burn. So when you turn just one thing, you just go turn and burn, turn and burn. Brink Char, that's cute. Siah says Ginger, let's do it.
Deal.
Ginger's always up for games and food.
Usually without the kids.
If she brings the kids, it's just usually one to play with one of mine.
Truth.
And to keep her other ones from killing each other.
Truth.
Certain kids she can leave at home together, but then there's certain combinations that are deadly. So she's like, I can come, but I need to bring either this child or this child. Who should we bring? Right?
Yep.
She says this chew. Ginger's my favorite.
Bam.
How could she not be?
I say bam a lot.
You do. It's your thing.
Yes.
Okay, I'm trying to poke these corners out.
It's 4:30 in the morning in Australia. That's dedication.
It is dedication. Okay, so now this is my slip pocket, and I have to either have the pocket out or in. Oh, Cynthia, it's your bag. You get to choose. So the outside of the bag is all going to be, it's these colors right here. It's this blue and this like something, I don't know what it's called. And so your slip pocket can either be this print, or you can just have it all be this.
Choices.
So Cynthia, you get to choose, and whatever she chooses is the way I'm going to top stitch the pocket.
Hi, so perky.
Hey, Jen. Smiley Jen. Print, please. Yes, ma'am. This is Cynthia's bag, so she's the boss of how we do this. Cynthia, I need to poke that corner out a little bit more. Okay. So since she's chosen the print side, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it facing print side up to do the top stitching. Just in case there's a difference and it's a little more prettier this way. Maybe there's no difference, I don't know. Maybe there is.
So I said, did you trim the curve? I think you did. I'm almost positive
You know, I trimmed the corners. I was probably supposed to trim the curve, huh? Oh well, that's fine.
you did. Susan Original.
No, you're not as late as you thought because I had to start a new stream. Trying out some new cameras, they were working great, and then my internet played an evil trick on me. Booted all the cameras off. And I said, forget it. Just forget it. Boop. Boop. If you say boop, boop, it goes better. Okay, awesome. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to take our center panel. I wonder if I should top stitch the sides. No, it didn't say to. Okay.
The voice in the background is Ginger, just so you know.
Oh, yes.
Turkey.
Yes. This is my, she hears a voice. This is my friend Ginger who said she would help me read comments, but that she would absolutely not be on camera. So naturally, I'll turn the camera to her later.
Right.
Okay. Do the pockets sit behind the straps? Yeah, they do. They do sit behind the straps. And so what we're going to do is I've got my centers marked. And I'm just going to place this on the center here. And I'm going to take my little side pieces. And we're going to clip these side pieces on. You know what I'm going to do? Even though it doesn't say to, just so it doesn't move, I'm actually going to base this on really quick so it doesn't shift out of center. So the bottom of this pocket is raw. And I'm just going to just really quick baste it. Because when I made my other one, I was having a hard time with it moving. So we're gonna do this one. It'll get covered up when I piece the bottom of this together. So I'm just trying to catch the edge of it the best I can. Okay. There we go. Now it won't move on me. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my side panels and I'm going to clip them. Okay, and you want it to be this way so that the curve continues up. So if I put it here, you can see that it makes a nice straight top, but it's got this chunk here. So that's how you know which way to do it. You go this way and this way. Okay. And then I'm just going to fold them in like this, and I'm going to clip them and sew them on. And then I'll pull them out, put them out in top stitch. We're just making this panel, and this will be our back panel because it has the slip pocket on it. Hi, Lisa. We're doing the Scoops Ahoy. Ginger, do you like my sound effects?
Always.
What does that remind you? Easy Street. What movie is that? Oh, Easy Street. Man, that's a good movie. I need to watch that one again. Annie, the original.
Beth likes your sound effects too, and songs.
Thank you.
Sometimes we have a little group chat, or no, Marco Polo.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes she gets on Marco Polo and she plays music for us.
I do.
It's so fun.
I think they might be annoyed sometimes because I'm like, you guys, listen to this song.
We're never annoyed.
Mm-hmm.
Are you kidding me? None of us are as talented as you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So once you have that clipped, you're going to sew down each side. Okay. And then you're going to flip it out and top stitch. So let's do it.
Jen knew the movie too.
Yes,
And-
Jen.
Saya says, did you need to sew the sides of that slip pocket?
No, the sides get actually, oh. Did I not need to sew the sides?
You could have left them raw.
And stitch it on top course. Oh my gosh, you're right. I could have left them raw and then the straps wouldn't have to be so bulgy. Well, you know what? It's too late now. You're right. So when you sew that slip pocket up, I guess you just have to sew the one curved edge and flip it. Unless you want to be difficult like me. See, and now it's making it difficult to sew it together because there's a big bulge there. Well, Cynthia, how do you like it? It'll be fine. I might have to go over this one more time because I couldn't quite get to the edge. Yeah. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. No, I didn't catch the edges, but the straps cover the edges up in just a minute. And the same thing happened for my other one when I put the strap on it. So what she's saying is I shouldn't have sewn in the sides because I didn't catch it just now. But the strap I'm using is this thick and it's going to cover the whole thing, and I sew down it. So it will still cover it just fine. I probably just, yeah, so I did one too many stitch on there.
That's okay.
That's okay. I did it, yes, I did it that way on my practice too. I didn't catch that. Okay, so now I'm going to top stitch this thing open, and I'm going to make sure my seam allowance is towards the outside flap.
This is something you say a lot. Susan says,
What?
I was turning it back the other day and saying in my head, turn and burn, turn and burn.
Yeah, turn and burn. I one time told Kasaya she used to say that every time she turned a bag.
Nice. It's catchy.
Turn and burn. I've even been known to do a few songs. Okay, that one did catch, so I must be off center a little bit. The straps are going to cover that up, so I am going to sew over it again when I put the straps on. So it'll be, you won't be able to tell, except that you saw me do it, and now there's evidence. Yeah, I guess I could just tack it down real quick.
That's tacky.
That's tacky. I'll just go like this, just to get the edges of it.
Susan's industrial's gonna live in her basement, people.
Yeah, it's gonna
Basement.
it's gonna have to be in the basement because there's nowhere else, and I'm not giving up the music room. Poor Bryce, my husband's in a closet for his office, and I'm taking over the basement and this room. Sorry, Bryce.
This room's more than a music room.
Okay, it is. Now we're going to add. Good, Cynthia's not worried about it. Well, it will be fine once we put the straps on it, right? Because that'll cover that up. Okay, so now what we're going to do is because of the option of strapping we're doing, we're going to do this piece next. Like, you have to look, there's option A or option B for the straps, and I really liked option B, which is the one, option A has them attaching more up here, but option B brings the straps all the way down the bag like that, and I just thought it was really cute. So that's what we're doing. So what I've done is I've marked my centers on here and on here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and clip this and then sew it together and then turn it up and top stitch it, and then we'll be ready to attach our straps to it. I'm not even looking. I should look at the thing. I wonder if I'm going in the right order. I'm going from my memory, which is not not really a great idea. Yeah, okay, that's right. Strap. Oh, those French fries. Those French fries from this place have a little spice on them.
English. So, do some of these people actually sew with you while you're sewing?
Every once in a while we do like sew-alongs,
Okay.
and they'll sew along. Okay, so once you have it clipped, you're just gonna sew along this edge right here. There's one seam allowance for almost this entire bag. And you just use that same seam allowance for almost everything except for the lining, which we'll get to in a minute. And I'm gonna go slightly shorter stitch length to sew this together. My material does tend to push, and so I always get a little bit off on one side. But it'll be hidden in the next seam allowance, so it'll still be beautiful. Big bump, big bump. There we go. Oh, thank you. I do love these exterior colors a lot. A lot. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip my, this is like the top band, I think is what it's called. I'm gonna flip it up and keep what I like to call the extra stuff. It's called probably this.
It's not in a bag.
Do you have to tuck your extra stuff?
Yep.
We all have to tuck our extra stuff somewhere. So just stuff it correctly. We're gonna stuff ours towards the top. Extra stuff. Okay, and this is a top stitch, and so I'm going to lengthen my stitch length. I like to use a 4 on my machine, but I know it's different for different machines. And let's get this in there.
Ooh, a beef burrito and a side of chips sounds delicious.
Oh, nice. Who's having
Dawn,
that?
I'm coming over.
Oh, yep.
I don't know where you live, but I'll be there.
She'll find out. It's not creepy at all. That's right, extra stuff.
Yes, Susan. Oh, who's it? Beth asked if I still live close to you. Susan moved to Utah, and about 6 months later, I said, "I'm coming. I
Yep.
can't stand it."
Yep, I moved 2 hours away from Vegas, and it took her 6 months, and she's like, "We're coming too." I'm like, "Yes,
Yep.
you are." She doesn't live the next street over anymore, though.
No, and I'm very sad about it.
She's like a whole 10 or 15 minutes away. It's really annoying.
It's dumb.
Okay, and even though the pattern doesn't call for it, I am going to do a double line of top stitching. Why? Because I think it looks beautiful.
Good. That might take me a little more than a half hour.
Where she live?
Yeah, where she lives. Maple Ridge, BC.
Oh, yeah.
That food's gonna be really cold.
Nice and chilly there, I bet. There we go. See how the two lines look? I think it's so pretty. Okay, so next what we're gonna do is we are going to attach our straps. And this is gonna take just a second. There's a couple things we need to do because I don't want it to shift. And so I am actually gonna put a little double-sided tape, big shocker, I'm sure. And where I'm gonna put the straps is I'm gonna try to center them the best I can on the seam that happens between the blue and the center part. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of tape right here. And I already made the straps last night, so you guys wouldn't have to suffer through that. I'm just gonna put it right there. Okay, and then I'm going to make sure that I am straight on that. Come over a little bit.
That's very cold, Dawn. It's
7
7 degrees.
Oh, 44 degrees.
44 degrees.
That's cold.
Yep. What's a Super Bowl?
The Super Bowl. Siah and some other ladies. It's basically a competition, I guess.
Okay.
I'll be honest, you guys, I don't understand it. They're all making something. They're on teams. Sorry, just a minute. So what I'm doing is I'm putting this corner level with the bottom. That's how far down you go. And I'm just trying to keep it straight. They're all making something on a big group video, and then they'll be voting, and then someone wins the Super Bowl. I'll be honest, you guys, I don't know. I'm sure it's gonna be great. Okay. I'm gonna do this one first. So all I'm gonna do is I'm going to just kind of put some stitches in it, okay? I know, Rose, watch this. And that's just a sampling. They used to make fun of me, because I used to make fun of me because I had like 5 clips. I'm like, what? I bought clips. I bought a whole pack. She goes, of 5? I'm like, well, I don't know.
Rosalind still remembers when you had 5.
Yep. How many do you need? Evidently you need a lot.
So with this Super Bowl,
Uh-huh.
there's gonna be teams. We could be on the Siah team.
Well, the teams of sewing people.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the votes determine the winner. So the first annual, I don't think anyone knows exactly what it is. They're all making bags based on their team. Oh, then we all vote after. Okay. Ginger, will you be voting?
I will be voting.
Who will you be voting for?
Siah.
Duh. No one asked me to sew in it. I can't imagine why not. Rude. I'm also going to be putting rivets in these straps. But we don't want these guys to go anywhere. Cynthia, you laughed at my 5 clips. Yeah, you know, I honestly thought, well, how many clips do you need? She said, I'm going to come and let's do a video at your house. I need you to buy a few things. I said, okay. And I went to the store and I got a pack of clips and it had 5 clips in it. She's like, did you buy everything on the list? I said, yeah. And we were doing the video and she goes, where's your clips? I'm all, this is my clips. I think it was 5. Here, I'll show you what that looks like in your hand.
What it looks like in your hand.
I said, there they are. I bought a whole pack. She goes, oh my gosh. Little did I know. Well, that didn't go very well. Cynthia, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. We're gonna try that really quick. It was skipping a lot of stitches. My, how times have changed indeed, Kat. Indeed. Now there's just clips flying everywhere. And I find them all over the ground. Do you guys find clips all over your house? I'm like, how'd that clip get all the way over there? I could blame Teddy, but I don't think he actually did anything except eat her food. Okay. It was skipping a lot because of that massive seam I have. Because I sewed the sides of the pockets when I wasn't supposed to. That's called pocket shame, and I'm feeling it. Okay, we're gonna try this again. That skipped, I could feel it, dang it. Skip, skip. Ah. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm not sure why it's skipping so much, actually. It's not extra thick right there. I'm gonna just change my bobbin really quick. Oh, my needle's sticky. Someone told me about that, and I forgot to check it. That's what it is. Proof, Susan never watched Siah's video. You guys, I never did. I would sit with her and talk, but I never was sewing bags, so I never ever watched her make a bag. Until one day I was trying to figure out a bag. And I called her and said, hey, I can't figure this part out. She goes, well, there's a video out about that. And I was like, haha. She goes, seriously, just watch the video. And I was like, oh, I'm so annoyed. Then I watched the video and I was like, Siah, your video was really good. I had no idea. But it was...
Easiest thing to clean off your needle.
Yes, I just did. Yep, I just did. Thank you. That's what it was. Okay. Come on, Cynthia's bag. You want to be beautiful, don't you? Bzzoop. Bzzoop. Almost. Gotta line that up. Yep, there it is. There it is. And it skipped one stitch. Ah, it's skipping again. You guys. What is happening? Okay. Well, give me just a minute. Let's check the bobbin.
You might not be calm right now, but Jamie is very calm watching your videos.
Oh, I'm so
Because
glad.
she just watch sometimes just for something to do.
That's really funny.
That's cute.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I'm going right through the tape. That's what it is. I forgot to put my zipper pull on. That zipper pull doesn't need to go on till the very end. But you're right, I'll forget. So there's that. Well guys, what am I supposed to do if it won't go through the tape? Am I gonna have to wipe every stitch here? Have I changed my needle? Yes. But I can. Okay. They're all telling me. Check your bobbin. I'm gonna do all the steps, okay? I'm going to make sure my bobbin's good. Oops. Let's not put it in backwards.
Robert's asking if the strap is vinyl. Oh, it's not vinyl, right?
Yeah, it's Raja faux suede, so I think it's, I don't know what it's considered. And spoiler alert, I've already done the other side of the exterior panel. I did it last night to make sure my machine could handle it. And it sewed it beautifully. And this is not any thicker, but I think I'm just in the tape more. But you know what? I'm gonna do all the things. Ready? Bobbin, check. Someone said rethread your needle. See, they're great. They help me troubleshoot.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. So I'm gonna rethread the needle next after I eat a French fry. I'm using Tex 45 for my favorite thread supplier. Siah.
Yep.
And I don't know what color it is. It's Storm Cloud maybe. It's some kind of gray. I didn't have a blue or, seafoam green that matched, so I thought I'll just use gray.
What is Sower's Aid? Probably says a drop of Sower's Aid.
I don't have Sower's Aid. I have oil.
Yeah, Robert said to use oil.
Should I use oil on the... Okay, change the needle. Size needle. This was a top stitch needle that I put in to make the straps yesterday. So it's a biggie. I'll try a 90 chrome. The chrome ones tend to not be so angry with the tape. Let's try that. So we have checked the bobbin. We're going to, I rethreaded it. We're going to change the needle.
Stacey says she uses a 2010Q.
Uh-huh. That's my machine too. If your machine thinks it's too bulky, hammer the thing down. The bag, not the machine. Okay, maybe I'll try that. Should I seriously get a hammer and smack it? Almost lost the needle there. That'd be sad if I started hammering my machine. You're like, no.
I would do if I was making the bag.
Would you hammer the machine?
Yeah.
Okay. Ginger's not allowed to make any bags. I'm like, do I have anything I can smack this bag with? I have to go outside and get something. What if I just put this? Okay. Oh, like a mallet. Test on a scrap. Good idea. I shall.
Oh, I need some water. She's thirsty, folks.
Okay. I'll do 2 layers and then I'll try 3 layers.
Be Cool Studio says a bigger 18 needle will make a bigger hole so it won't skip.
This is a 19.
So there you go.
So yeah, I'll do 4 layers and see, because I think this is, I'm sewing through 4 layers because of the straps. Okay, so it's working on the scraps, but my scraps don't have tape. When using tape or particularly sticky vinyl, I spray my needle and even the vinyl with silicone lubricant. Oh, I don't have that. Darn it. All right. Any other tips and tricks that I missed that I should do? Or did I get it all?
Could I have been picking for you all this time?
It's just a couple stitches. You are a
That's
professional.
my only skill.
She is, that's what she does. When she comes over and I'm sewing, she picks. She goes, let me pick those. Okay.
Dawn says hi.
Hi, Dawn.
Pocket accent is cute. That was a good choice.
Yeah, good call, Cynthia. It's gonna be so cute. If I can ever sew the strap up. Because Siah is gonna see this and say, yep, Told you shouldn't have folded that pocket over, although I don't know if that's why it's doing it. Okay. We're gonna try this again, okay? Everyone, I just need you guys to have a moment and just hold your breath. Ready?
Cross your fingers. Did it work?
Skipping all over the place.
Dang.
A tilted foot could cause... Yeah, I did do the scrap case. My tension is... I don't know. Should I do less tension, more tension? Oh, all right. Well, it's so sticky. I think that's the problem. Let me think about this for a minute. Check your tensions. Your needle doesn't like the tape. Yeah, my needle doesn't like the tape. You're right. You're right. I don't know what I can do about that. Should I put oil on my actual needle? Sewing is fun. You know, like I said, I actually already did the other side last night, thinking I'm not gonna have any problems on this video. I'm gonna try everything out first, make sure my machine can handle it, make sure I know what I'm doing. So that was really effective.
Someone said clean your needle with alcohol.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Do I just have to do one stitch at a time and clean it?
That's what Brittany suggests.
Okay. All right, well, someone can just tell us stories while I do this strap real quick. Once upon a time, what? Ginger. Tell us a good story. Ginger has great stories. Could you please tell a story of Kai and the fire?
Oh my goodness. All right, so my 10-year-old, it's a good thing I will just say it was a good thing he was number 8 because I might have stopped at whatever number he was before. But he is so much fun actually. He just is a lot of fun all the time. So I was gone out of town. We own a couple of companies in Vegas, so we travel to Vegas a lot. I'm out of town, my husband's out of town. I find out when I get in town that Kai has, that's his name, he has all these blisters on the back of his leg, okay? So, and they're big, like bad. So what he done, he went outside, thank goodness outside at least. He decided he was gonna take rubbing alcohol. Is this the story you wanted?
Yep, this is it.
He wanted to light the alcohol on fire, so he takes it outside, he squirts it on a rock right next to our house, mind you, and then he gets the fire stick and he catches on fire and it lights on fire, but that's not big enough for him. So he decides to take the rubbing alcohol bottle and spray it on the active fire, which of course went up through the stream, blew the alcohol bottle up in the air, and when it did that, it sprayed all over him, so the fire got on him and burned the back of his leg pretty bad. So yeah, that was a fun one. Kind of does things like that all the time.
So
It's
never
exciting.
pour rubbing alcohol on fire. It just reminded me because they said use rubbing alcohol for it.
Yep. That's what we use alcohol for in our house.
That's funny. Put a paper strap. I'm sorry, you guys. Are you over me yet? Poor baby, they said.
Can you take the tape out?
I can't take the tape out. It's underneath all these layers in this. I know where it's at. It's in this strap.
Is it working to clean your needle every time?
I mean, it's way better. It's way better, yeah.
Gotcha. Heidi says maybe put the paper over the strap to help wipe the needle as you stitch.
Oh,
Oh. Heidi, you're genius.
Heidi. What, and then just peel the paper off? No, it's not working. Oh my gosh. All right. Wow, that whole thing. and it wasn't working. Well, you know what I can do? Maybe I can sew further on the edge where there's no tape. Oh, I'm gonna try that. Cynthia, this is gonna be a very creative strap. Yes, then peel the paper off. Okay, just like regular paper or what? Which is a great idea? Should I do the paper or sew on the very edge? You know, I feel like I need to prove to you that I already tried this and it worked. Would everyone like to see the other panel? What I was gonna do is I was gonna say, I'm just gonna take you through how this is gonna go in my mind. After we finished this panel and after we put the bottom on, I was gonna say, okay, now we need to repeat those steps for the other side. And then I was gonna say, abracadabra, and I was gonna pull this out. Because I already did it. Do you see? It worked and it didn't give me any problems. There's the front of the bag. Parchment paper. Do I have parchment paper?
Let me go look for some.
Oh yeah.
What's that?
What about like the paper that we use for in my pantry?
Okay.
There's a long box on the side. You just pull one of those papers out. Yeah, you guys, my whole moment's ruined though, because I was going to say, abracadabra, we're already done. Because I thought, we're going to do a fast video. Sorry, guys. Okay. Yeah, I'm using this alcohol wipes over and over again on the needle, but it's angry. And it just keeps stitching. Did you turn it on and off? No, let's try it. Ready? Off. On. I changed the needle, I rethreaded it. Yeah, surprise! Let's just look at it again while she's getting that. Isn't it so pretty? It's a great bag. Okay. But it worked. Look, my machine wasn't angry with me or anything. Cynthia, do you like it? One side will look good. The other side just will be sitting here on my machine forever. Oh, gift wrapping tissue paper. I have that too.
Found it.
I wonder if that has wax in it.
Yes.
Okay, just
Most
kidding.
definitely.
Then let's do, will you just grab in that closet, just grab some of the gift wrapping tissue paper. Redo the bobbin, okay. Yes, ma'am. I'll just put a fresh one in.
Colors, so that's good.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna put a fresh bobbin in. And because I was trying to be so prepared, I actually have 3 wound bobbins ready to go. Boom. Ah, except now this one's coming apart. Don't come apart. Okay. Fresh bobbin, fresh needle, rethread. Okay.
That's good to know. Heidi says parchment paper is embedded with silicone, so it won't stick. So you can use the parchment paper.
Oh,
Where to put it?
we'll try both. Why not, right? All right. I have to do that sometimes. Turning it off and on back sometimes helps. Okay. I'm trying to look at all of your suggestions and we're trying everything. This is what I get for being overconfident today, thinking this was going to go really well today. Okay. Here we go. clean needle, fresh bobbin. Wait, how am I supposed to see where I'm sewing if I put paper on it? Anyone? I know a lot of people can do simple stuff like this on their machines with no problems. And there's lots of little tips and tricks like using the hump jumper, pounding it down, hand cranking. And so I realize a lot of this is just user error. So if you're anything like Saya, you just want to reach through the computer and fix it for me. She's always like, oh, it's driving me crazy. I just want to fix it for you.
Oh, Heidi says to fold the edge. Fold it to the edge.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Fold it to the edge. And okay, is this seriously what you guys want me to do? Or is this a trick? And you guys are all tricking me to see if I'll do it.
Well, do you want to use that or do you want to use the parchment paper?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's all a trick.
If this doesn't work, Patty says take the tape out.
I'll have to take the whole strap apart.
Stacy says that too. I can pick it.
Ugh. Okay.
Cross the fingers.
Oh my word, I think it might be working.
It work?
Maybe. It's hard to totally tell. Huh. Not sure how to do this part.
Ryan says to try to hold the front toe of the foot with a little pressure when you're sewing. And hold your breath. Annette, none of us are breathing over here either.
Oh,
Margaret, I'm sure you're a wonderful woman, but Susan's my bestie. I'll fight for her.
Margaret's my friend from Brooklyn.
Oh, nice.
You would like Margaret a lot. Ginger gets a little upset if anyone else says they're my best friend. There's a few issues.
It's just good for clean fun.
It is good, clean fun. Well, guys, do you want the good news or the bad news? Anyone?
Give us the good news.
The good news is that parts of it totally worked.
Okay.
The bad news is that parts of it totally did not work. So the question is, if I'm going to be riveting these on, is it a huge deal if there's some skip stitches? Because What do you think? Cynthia, you have purple tissue paper and you're stitching now. I'll have to go back with a little.
A little damp cloth will get those pieces out. Brittany said that.
Okay. Show the stitches. Okay. All right, everyone. It's almost embarrassing for me to show this, but if you need to be reminded, I did this side and it was so pretty. Okay. So I don't know if you can see, and I'll try to hold it still. And there's still some purple on it, okay? This section right here is all good. There's a big skip here. There's a skip and a skip there. And then a skip there. But that whole section is holding. So what would you do? Don't be embarrassed. Well, I am. So.
Oh, did you see what Dawn said?
No, what'd you say?
It's not error user. Sometimes our machines need a timeout to think about what they've done. So does Kai.
Yeah, we all need a timeout. So what do you guys? Oh, closer. Okay.
Oh, an eraser can get the tissue paper out as well. Good idea.
My question is, do I move on because I'm going to rivet these, or do I go up in your needle size? I think it's the
Hazel says the rivets will secure it.
biggest needle I have. I'm going to put 4 rivets on that piece. What do you guys think? I have a 19. I have a size 19. It's a 19. Okay. It is. It's from that pocket that I sewed wrong. Don't tell Siah. She told me not to do it. Let me just try to fix this one section. My walking foot. You think so? Okay. Let's try it.
Roslyn says to hand crank it.
Hand crank it? Okay, let me try hand cranking first.
That's true. You don't have these issues with an industrial.
Well, then what fun are we gonna have? Okay. Yeah, you've all been here, but I'm like pompous enough to say, let's do a live video of me sewing. None of you are dumb enough to do that.
If you get tired, I'll take a turn.
Let's see how I did.
Do you have to do a whole other strap on the other side for this?
Yeah, but the other strap, I'm gonna avoid the bulk on the other side.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's a few things we can do. Okay. That did not work. Let me just try one more thing, and then we're going to move on and make the lining, I think is what we'll do. I do have a 9014 in here. That's what it is. But you guys are right. It's the tape. And the tape, unfortunately, is inside this strap. That's where it is. Okay. Try to go through the same holes as not to perforate. Well, that ship has sailed. Rub some oil on your needle. 9014 is too thin. Oh, you're saying use a bigger one. Got it. Do you see all these great suggestions? Okay. Oh, I'm glad it's helpful.
People are getting frustrated with us.
You know what? As long as it's helpful, then I don't feel dumb. If it's not helpful, then I feel a little dumb for doing this on a live. But
It says try 100 to 16, is how you say it,
yeah,
or an 18.
I used that the last needle I had was 100, but I just threw it out because it was actually kind of new. I'm gonna grab it and put that one back in.
Do you have a 110 over 18?
I don't have a 110. You always use a 110? Oh. Dang. Hey, Tammy's husband. Shout out. Okay. So it looks like y'all use a bigger needle for this type.
Lene, is it Lene or what?
Lene?
Lene.
Uh-huh.
So she gets the same excitement watching your frustration as people watching sporting.
All right. Well, who's going to win, right? Who's going to win? Well, this is the one that I had just taken out that was fairly new. And this is my 100 / whatever. Oh, Aileen's on here. Aileen! Aileen, I wish you were here. You and I could be frustrated together. Aileen was our North Carolina sew. She was awesome. Well, she probably still is awesome.
Create Beautiful uses to try a walking foot with this bigger needle. Do you already have that?
What does it say?
It says and try walking foot with bigger needle.
Okay, I put the bigger needle in, and now we're gonna try walking foot.
Cynthia's back.
Cynthia, just look away, girl.
I hope your grandchildren were having a good time today.
Okay. We have tried cleaning the needle. We have tried changing the bobbin. We've rethreaded. We've changed needles multiple times. Now we're going to put a walking foot on.
Have you tried microtext needle?
You know, I just don't have any right now. I only have the chrome. Well, let me look actually. I'll look to see if I do. Okay. It always takes me just a second to get this just right.
I bet you wish you had an industrial machine now.
Because Saya keeps telling me, you need an industrial. I'm like, no, my machine's fine. I love it. And then she watches me do stuff like this, and she's like, I can't. She goes, I can't with you. Doesn't that sound like her? I can't with you. Thinner needles tend to bend going through thick layers. Lengthen your stitches. Okay. Christine, do you have the same machine as me? Should I lengthen all the way to 5? That's right. I do love all the support too.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, there's 200 people
Christine
watching
says
this
yes.
disaster. You do have the same one? Okay. If anyone's coming, if anyone's just now coming, I just want to show you one more time my magic trick I was going to do. I was going to say, now we need to do the other side. Abracadabra. But that's not the side the video's on. There's no proof that I did that one, but I did. In my bedroom last night.
So crafty, Liz just hopped on. She says, what's the issue? She has the same machine.
The issue is massive skipped stitches. Teacher on maternity leave, he was told the temporary teacher is named Susan from somewhere out west. Oh my gosh, that would have been so cool. I wish they would have hired me. Okay. I am going to do a little scrap work here. Thank you, Rhonda. Half of this bag will be so pretty.
make sure that the bad part's facing your body. No one will see it.
That's right. Carry it with the good side out. Okay, I'm gonna lengthen my stitch. I have a different needle, a bigger needle. I have a different foot. And I am going to go over this big section of skip stitches. Cynthia, there's gonna be a few extra stitches in your bag. All made with love. Okay, come on, Mr. Jingles. Don't let me down. That's my machine's name.
Mr. Jingle.
Mr. Jingle.
Oh, that's why they keep on saying
Yeah.
that in the comments.
I can see it skipping. Oh, it did a few better.
In the dog world, we call that the show side.
The show side.
5 is too long. Try 3.5.
3.5. 3.5 is pretty short. At this point, I'll try anything. Want me to stand on my head? I'll do it. Actually, I can't.
I want to see you try that.
I physically cannot do that.
We need a good laugh.
Maybe I should just stop sewing for a minute and try standing on my head. And by the time I come back, the machine will behave. A few of those stitches were better. I'm gonna do this next section and try to fix this next section. Should I hand crank with a walking foot? Oh wait, when I use a walking foot, am I supposed to take this up? It does have a good story with it, because y'all watch this. Should I put a little bit of oil on the needle, you guys? What do you think?
Leslie says, has it been oiled lately?
Yes. I have oiled it. No, tighten that. Oh, okay. You don't change anything? Okay, then I'll put it back to where it was. I'm just going to put a little oil on my finger. And I'm just going to go beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop.
Kathy just joined us.
Hi, Kathy.
You got some great stuff.
You know what? You're not actually that late. This is definitely going to be a 2-part series. It's not catching the bobbin thread for some reason.
A low bobbin can mess things up.
I just put a brand new bobbin in. Okay. Can you hand crank with a walking foot? Is that a thing?
Find out.
Mr. Jingles, why don't you love me? Oops, that was a big skip. A few stitches made it. Check the bobbin tension. I mean, yeah, some of it is better. Yeah, you could tell because the thread goes. All right. Well, you know what we might do? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to okay, I'm going to do this off camera, but here's what I think I'm going to do. Okay, look at that. With the needle dialed down just before it hits the fabric, pull the fabric and see if you can pull it out. So you press the stitch up button and down, keep pushing it, and it will sew one stitch at a time. Instead of hand cranking. I'm just catching up on the comments. Maybe he does know actually that I'm getting another machine. Here's what I'm gonna do for just a second, is I'm going to put this down because I think all those are good suggestions. We're gonna move on to the lining for just a second. I'm gonna, off camera, I'm gonna take this out, clean this up real good, and then I think the tape is underneath my strap. So I'm gonna undo my strap. I'm gonna pull it off, pull the tape off, stitch that back down, and then try it. That's what I'll do.
You want me to start picking?
Yeah, I only want you to pick starting from that mess up and over. That mess up and over,
top
and
one?
that's it.
This one right here. This right here.
Yep, that one
That
up and
and
over.
that down.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, so that's what we'll do. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's it's the tape. You guys are good. Okay, well, that was a fun adventure where we accomplished a lot of problem solving that didn't solve it because I should have just taken the tape out. Someone said a long time ago, take the tape out. Yep, should have done that.
She said this would have been stopped being family friendly a long time ago.
That's funny.
So Perky, you are my kind of people.
Oh, she's funny. Okay, let me just switch back to my other foot and we're gonna start working on the lining. And if you just got here, I'm gonna show it one more time. I did do part of the bag correctly off camera, so there's no proof. I will put that there for now. I will fix that other side of the bag. And let's do our lining right now, and then I could do a part 2 of the video where we put it all together. How's that sound, everyone? Okay. Yeah, it's been a slow start because we've been having some skip stitches. That's right, you would have missed all the troubleshooting fun. And that's why they don't do a live. That's funny. I'm not much of a cusser, so it doesn't slip out very
But
easily.
every once in a while, it's pretty funny.
Every once in a while, and everyone around me can't believe it. They're like, "What did you just say?"
Every once in a while, we kind of coax her to do it, though.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna get everything back to how it was here. Mr. Jingles, I feel like you owe me an apology. Okay, let me get all my stuff reorganized and let's actually get back to sewing, shall we? Tape there. All right, I've made a mess over here with all our troubleshooting stuff. This goes there, this goes there. I feel like we need a song.
Mr. Bojangles?
Mr. Bojangles. Okay, so this is another piece of the outside, and I'm just gonna put that down for now, and we're gonna work on the interior. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Which camera is it on?
It's right here. Maybe come over here.
What bag is that?
My mom made it. It's a map.
Talk really loud. Gabriella wants to show you guys something.
Where? Am I right here? Oh.
Yeah, do you see it?
Here's the map pack my mom made me. I put a frog pin on it because I love frogs.
Cute.
And you love it, don't you?
Yes, I love it. I wear it all the time.
Okay, so we are going to do our lining now, and let me move to that. They love it, they said. You getting ready to go to a birthday party, huh?
Yeah, I'm leaving right now.
Okay, have so much fun. So if you're doing a recessed zipper panel on the front, they all said it's cute, Gabriella.
What?
They all said it's cute.
Oh,
What they have you do is this whole thing is cut in one section like this. And if you're doing the recessed zipper panel on the front, then you cut off a section. So I've already done that. Bye, Rose. Sorry you didn't get to see anything interesting. And you do that for both your panels. So on one side, we're gonna have a zipper pocket. And I went ahead and I put my zipper overlay on. All I did was I found my centers, I measured down, I centered it, I sewed along the outside edge of the zipper overlay, not the panel, I think I said the wrong thing, the zipper overlay, and then that way we can be ready to do the next step. I really was trying to be prepared, although you'd never know it. Okay, so now we're gonna take our pockets and you're gonna lay one zipper pocket lining face up, and I went ahead and I put tape at the top just so it wouldn't shift when I put this zipper on. And I'm gonna lay the zipper right side up on this pocket that's right side up. And you know what, before I start, I'm just gonna find my center to this zipper just in case I need to know that. Yeah, it's cute that she carries it. I messed up. I should have lined the yellow vinyl. Got all, you saw it was all, but she loves it so much. So I was like, all right, I should have lined it with something and I didn't, and it stretched. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put my zipper face up on my pocket face up, and I'm gonna center it up like this. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just base along the top edge, hopefully missing all the tape, because we know that Mr. Jingles is not hungry for tape today. All right, and then once you have that, you're going to take your other lining and you're gonna do the same thing on the other side.
Oh, you got into it again?
I don't know.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, he's just gonna keep going to it.
No. Get over here.
Okay, so now I'm gonna lay the zipper right side up on the other one. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna find my center again on the other side of the zipper,
You want to just put it in the fridge?
just in case.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Bryce. Okay, and I'm gonna make sure it's centered the best I can, just so my pocket doesn't waste any space. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna stick that down and then I'm gonna baste it all the way across. And then we're gonna be ready to put it under the zipper overlay. I need to change my stitch length.
What?
Ooh, you ate a fresh mango off your
Oh,
tree,
jealous.
Fran. That sounds so good.
That sounds like we need mango sticky rice.
Mango sticky rice. A rehearsal.
Oh, that's right. And Chrissy needs to go bring her horses in. I also want horses.
Oh my gosh, she has to go bring her horses in? That's so cool.
What the heck?
Aren't these people so cool?
I know.
I
want
know.
horses.
Seriously.
I don't actually want to do all the work.
Margaret, everyone loves your moon dance? Oh, you're making me blush now. This is fraying a little bit, so I'm just gonna go boop. Okay, so now you have this pocket and it's sewed with the zipper up like this, all right? And I went ahead and I already have tape on the top and bottom of this zipper so that when we do the zipper overlay, you know what I should do? I should put my zipper pull on.
Before you forget.
I should do that.
Good idea.
What do you think about that?
Do it.
All right, let's put a zipper pull on real quick. Yeah, that's amazing that you have a mango tree.
Seriously, what that be like?
I have a tree. There's no mangoes though. I was thinking I should plant some citrus trees.
Will they grow here?
Yeah. I
Do you
think
have to have
so.
it inside your house though?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm an herby, I'm not
A foodie?
a grower.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to flip the both pockets facing up. All right, and I'm going to take off the tape on the bottom of the zipper. And I'm going to go ahead and center this the best I can, this zipper overlay. And I just kind of have to get a good feel for it here. This is the part that kind of, let me get that bubble out of that. Okay, and now I'm just going to stitch along the bottom of the zipper on the zipper overlay, just like that. And I'm going to make sure that my pockets are up. Otherwise, that will be very embarrassing when I go to use a pocket and it's all sewed together.
And while you're doing that, shout out to Julie, she just got here.
Oh, hi, Julie. Well, good news is you haven't missed much. We're hours in and you haven't missed much. And I'm going to leave my tails long and pull this through. Just so it's beautiful for Cynthia. Hey, Cynthia. So I'm sure everyone's going to look inside your bag at the inside pocket.
That's my first thing I looked at.
Is it?
Yep.
I knew it. And just in case there's even one person in this world who is on this video who doesn't know how to do this, I shall teach you. We're going to go ahead and we have our, I left the threads long at the beginning and at the end, okay? And so what you're going to do is you're going to go to the back and you're going to just do a little slight tug on that thread and something's going to pop up. Pop. And the one that pops up is the one from the front and you're going to pull that through and now the thread's not on the front. And you just tie that a couple times and then you won't have that back stitch stuff on the front. Does anyone not know that? I doubt it. But
I didn't know that.
Ginger didn't know that. I taught Ginger. Ginger, will you ever use that skill? Never.
Probably not.
Is your life better having known it?
Yep.
Okay.
I just like, did I get back from you and Kasaya?
I know. We're like, Ginger, here's back.
I say, I accept.
Okay, I'm going to pull the other one through real quick. Bijou. I tie it off a few times. Yeah, it's so cool to have people from all over the world on this.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to do this video early this morning, but the Australia people said, no, please don't, because it'll be the middle of the night for them.
It's super early still.
It's super early, but it's the latest I could do because my rehearsal. So, all right, so now I have the bottom sewed, and now what I'm going to do is, it was up here, I'm going to take it down, and I'm going to take the tape off of the upper part of the zipper and stick that down the best I can.
Fun fact, don't go to Queensland in February, it's really hot.
Oh,
It's interesting.
yeah, that is interesting.
And Heidi has grapefruit and tangerines, now we're talking.
Oh, wow.
Mangoes, tangerines,
Oh,
grapefruit, and horses.
I'm hungry.
I like all of you people.
I'm not hungry for horses, but the rest of it. All right. Now I'm going to take right where I left off at the end of this stitch here, and I'm going to go up around the top, and I'm going to come back down. And I'm going to do the same thing where I leave things long so that I can pull it through. And I'm going to make sure too that my pockets are down, because once again, It won't do you any good if you sew that thing shut.
I got to your tape.
You did it. Thank you. The tape? Oh,
No, I found the tape right there.
that's not the tape that's bothering it.
Oh, womp.
It's tape inside the strap.
Ooh, there's avocados too. What the heck? Forget so many bags. This took off some good food.
Seriously.
Well, that was super slow, but I got it picked.
Huh? Wasn't slow to me.
Got the picker.
All right, let me pull these through and we are gonna close up the pocket next. Well, we're gonna close the sides up. I'm gonna do a double turn on this bag. Not that you have to, but I did it on my practice one and I loved not having to struggle to pull it through. So I'm gonna leave the bottom of the lining and the bottom of the pocket open so I can do the double turn. Okay. Okay, so we've got our zipper overlay on, and now I'm gonna sew up the sides of the pocket, leaving the bottom open. And then I am actually going to, let me think about this. Yeah, I think I'll turn up the sides. Or, yeah, the bottom, so that it's, looks a little bit more finished. I'm just gonna kind of come in at it and turn. Okay, when I get to the bottom, I'm just gonna fold up the top one and I'm gonna fold under the bottom one.
What do you mean double turn?
When I put the bag together, you have to pull it through a pocket or something to turn it out after you make a bag so all the seams are finished. And I don't like turning the whole bag through this little pocket. It hurts my hands. So I'm gonna turn it through the bag lining, and then you pull the lining up through the pocket, finish the lining, stuff it back in, then finish the pocket.
Gotcha.
Do you though?
Right.
Did you understand any of that?
Don't call me out.
Because I didn't understand any of that for a long time, even after I made it, so. I barely get it. Okay, same thing for the other side.
Is there anything else I should be picking on this?
Well, yeah,
You're trying to undo this, right?
no. I only need to undo this strap to here.
Okay.
That line of stitching, and then underneath it, there should be some tape. That's what the tape is.
Got it.
Okay. I have been reading comments. What are you guys saying?
They're talking about seafood in Australia and
Oh.
summertime and Christmas time.
And then when I come down, I'm going to do the same thing I did on the other side. I'm going to fold the bottom up and the top down, which just prepares me for later. Okay, so I've kept this open so I can eventually pull the lining up through that. So there is our pocket. Well, thank you, Christine. It helps when I have like literally hundreds of people helping me. You know what I mean? It's kind of cool. Kind of cool. All right, so we've done that. Next, we're going to pull the recessed zipper panel back. It's time to attach that. So we're gonna take first our lining piece that has the zipper thingy pocket, the zipper pocket, and we're going to take the recessed zipper panel that looks like this with the tail to the right. I'm gonna mark the middle of my recessed zipper panel really quick, just so I can kind of have this centered. I forgot to do that earlier. You're jealous of my personalized zipper. I know, Joleelee Creation made those for me. Isn't that incredible? I couldn't believe that. Okay, so I'm gonna clip this right side up and right side up. So I'm seeing the right sides of both of these things, and it just looks very wrong to me, but it's very right, very right. Oh, I should wait. Next, I'm going to take this piece of lining that I had cut off at the very beginning. Well, I did it before the video, and now it's going to end up kind of coming this way. So I'm going to go ahead and put face down at the top, and I'm going to sew the lining, the recessed zipper panel, and this strip all the way across the top. Capiche? Capiche. So I've got my centers marked on all those, and I'm just going to go ahead and clip those together. And I do have a hard time with cotton shifting a lot, and so I am going to put just a little bit of tape outside of my seam allowance, of course, because, well, just go back and watch the last hour, you'll know why. At the very front of it, so it doesn't scoot too far at the front, and then the rest of it is usually okay. But that front part likes to shift a lot. All right, so I'm gonna grab some of my 1/8 inch double-sided tape. I'm gonna put it right at the beginning, just so it catches the beginning and it won't move so much. Julie, I have learned so much about bag making since watching YouTube tutorials. Yeah, it's so fun to watch other people. So much easier than reading a pattern. Okay. Or maybe in addition to reading the pattern, I guess. So here I go. I'm gonna go all the way across this.
So Samantha says, so I guess it doesn't matter which way the zipper pulls on the bag.
Am I doing it the wrong way? You know, I don't know. I'm probably doing it the wrong way. Let me think about it. Zip, zip. So the zipper is going to close to the left. So it's going to be the same as this. I think that's why I have it that way. Because this will be facing the front. Let me see. Can I see the other one that I made? No, the bag got... Let's check it out. I actually haven't figured that out. Oh, yep, I guess it is opposite. Huh. I guess not. No, that's right. Okay, that's right. So it opens going to the right, and then the zipper overlay, the overlay pocket is here, opens to the right, closes to the left, closes to the left. So yeah, so that is correct. So they're both going to end up going the same way. I had to think about that. I'm just doing it the way she has it in the pattern on the picture. I wasn't really thinking about it at all. But I suppose it doesn't matter. You could do it whatever way you want. There's no rule. Or maybe there's a rule. In the unwritten.
Well, they all say you're right, so you're good.
Okay. I wonder if left-handed people like their zippers going the other way. And are any of you guys left-handed? Because you could just reverse everything. I wouldn't know how to. I can barely do it the right way.
quote studio says, yes, the zipper foot looks like an arrow, and that arrow points to the left.
Oh, yes. Yep.
And it's whatever works for you, Cindy says.
Okay, so next what we're going to do is we're going to fold this top strip up, keeping all your extra stuff, aka seam allowance, or your seam whatever, extra stuff, towards the top, and we're going to top stitch along the top. Mr. Jingles is much happier right now.
Lefties vote that it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter?
No.
Okay.
Jan Bank says, I made a pouch yesterday with a left-handed friend, and she said she had always conformed to right-handed themes, so she wanted her zipper to open left to right, like right-handed people.
Oh, okay.
I've never
There's
thought
your
about it
answer.
for any-
There's your answer to that. Okay, so there is one side of our lining. Just like that. Now what I'm going to do is the same thing on this side. The only difference is I don't have to put a pocket in it. We're just doing this part. So let me mark my centers of my recessed zipper panel. Bada bing. And face up and face up. Now this is, I have to stop and think about this and make sure I'm doing it right. The tail, yes, okay. So I'm going face up and face up. And then I'm taking my strip, marking the center of my strip, taking the, I put tape, looks like I put tape all the way across this one. That might not be a good idea. But I already put it on, so we're doing it. It's fine, Ginger. Okay.
Okay, I have faith in you.
Thank you. Okay. There we go. We're going to go ahead and do the same thing. We're going to sew that on and then top stitch it up. And then we're ready to sew our lining pieces together.
It looks fun when it goes right.
I know.
It works out.
It's great. Honestly, I haven't had problems with this in a long time. Only on videos.
Must be because he knows.
Mr. Jingles knows that I have him on camera.
Yeah.
He's like, what are you doing?
Those fries can't be good anymore.
What's that?
Those fries can't be good anymore.
You know what? I'm starving though. Don't be afraid of the tape, Susan. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was the bulk and it was everything else. Plus that was really skinny tape and I'm not even sewing over it. And it did help it not to shift. That was mighty nice. Okay, and you're gonna have this extra tail hanging over on your zipper. Don't cut it. It's for decoration. Okay, stuff to the top. Extra stuff to the top and top stitch. Extra stuff to the top. Okay. Next, We are going to take our 2 lining pieces and put them right sides together. And we're going to be sewing these up. Now the lining is going to be sewn at 2 different seam allowances. I assume in order to fit into the main part. That's just my assumption. We start at a 1/2 inch at the top, and then we get bigger to a 3/8 inch once we get past this top band part. And my pieces are not exactly the same size for some reason. And you know what we say about that? It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. It'll be fine. Drives me crazy, but it will be fine. I'm just trying to match up the seam right here on the top band. And then just put a few clips in here.
Zipper pull.
This one, I don't need the zipper pull actually. We don't have to put the zipper pull until the very end for this one. What I have to do is I have to be careful that when I do this side, that I have to stuff these parts in so I don't accidentally sew the ends. But that zipper is going to be open for me. So this time it's okay. But I do appreciate you looking out for me because I need it. All right, so I'm starting at a 1/4 inch at the top, and then I'm going to move into 3/8 of an inch once I pass this top portion here. Let me change my stitch though. So 1/4, and now I start moving. Move, twist, turn, and shout. Woo! Just like that.
Feeling lucky.
And now we're just going to take this all the way down at 3/8. Zoop. Okay, now we're going to just do the same thing for the other side. And then I'll show you what I'm doing for the bottom. Since I decided I'm going to do the double turn, I'm not going to sew all the way across the bottom. I'm just doing a little reinforced 90-degree thing just so I don't rip through the box corners when I turn and burn. Okay. And this is where it's important that you tuck the zipper tails in. Otherwise, you're going to be very, very sad and not be able to get to the zipper.
That would be bad.
That would be so sad, wouldn't it? These are also not the same size. Is that a problem?
You were asking the wrong person.
I mean, maybe. Probably not.
Could
Okay.
They can tell you.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so I'm starting at the bottom, so I'm going to remember to start at the larger seam allowance and then move into the smaller seam allowance when I get to the top. Just because that's the way I did the clips. Okay, and this is where I'm going to grab, I'm going to put my hand in there and just make sure one more time that the zipper tails are out of the inseam. Or the seam allowance, I mean. I always say inseam. I don't think it means what I think it means. Okay. So I'm going to go back to smaller. Oops, I probably should have gone a little sooner.
Mo says hi, Susan.
Hey, Mo. I know you were afraid you were going to miss it, but I'm still here. You missed quite the adventure. Anyway, it's going to have to be a 2-part adventure. I'm going to have to come back on and finish the front when I fix the straps. The inseam is the crotch of the pants. You're right, and I always call things inseams. I think I said inseam the other day on a video because I was like, what are you talking about? Okay, I'm going to sew just a little bit at the bottom just to reinforce it so I can box these corners. I'm just gonna go boop, beep, and then I'm gonna go boop, boop, beep. I'm gonna backstitch quite a bit so this doesn't rip out when I pull the bag through. I'll show you what I did here. I just sewed just this. I just went that way and, well, that's weird. But I just went that way, and then I'm leaving this all open. I'm gonna do the same on this side. How's the light? Is it weird?
It was for a split second.
Yeah,
You
I noticed
adjusted it.
that.
It's back on again.
Is that worse? Yep, that's worse.
That's really bright now.
How's that?
I guess there's a delay, so I'm looking at.
Is it good? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's good now.
I'm gonna do the same thing on this side, and then we're gonna box these corners. The first time I made a pattern that said box the corners, I believe it was when I was doing pencil pouches on a Susan Takeover, and I was panicking because I could not read, I didn't know what anything meant. It said DST, box the corners. I'm like, I don't even know what you're saying. I know.
Brave's going live doing that.
I don't think brave's the right word, but okay, so if you've never boxed a corner and you've lived under a rock like I have your whole life, then it just means that a corner's been cut out, and we're going to, light keeps going weird, huh? And we're going to pull this apart, okay? And you can either nest the seams, which means that you're gonna put the seams different directions, like one going left, one going right, or you can open them flat. With this cotton fabric, I think nesting is just fine. And you're just gonna pull it apart, pull it apart. We're gonna put some clips on it, and then we're just gonna sew across that. And it's just gonna give the bottom of the bag a little something, something. Just gives it some space at the bottom. Hi, Rob. Okay, so now we're gonna sew that at our larger seam allowance since it's the liner. And then once we get to actually doing our outer part, our exterior, we're gonna box the corners on that too, but we're gonna do a smaller seam allowance. Something, something. See? Now the bag's got some something, something. See? She's thick. Now I'm gonna do the same thing to this side. So I just open this up and just go like this. Boop. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and nest those seams. I only know that from quilting. Come here, you little...
Jasmine just joined us. Hey,
Hi, Jasmine.
She's talking about lunch too. We're talking about food.
Everyone's talking about their food. This one looks funky because my pieces are slightly different. It's fine. Cynthia's okay with it. Right, Cynthia? Yeah, she's fine. Yes, Jasmine, we are still live. Whether we want to be or not. I'm definitely, I'm sure I've lost a few. You're like, this girl is not doing anything. Sorry, Saya. Okay, we got that corner boxed. And I'm just gonna go ahead, it says just to cut, you know, just trim a little bit. I'm just gonna trim just a little bit, not too much because I actually don't want it to fray down to that. Okay, I'm making a mess. Okay. Let me make sure I am not missing a step.
Mo loves your takeovers.
Oh, thanks, Mo. Okay, so what we have is
Hey, Carol.
I'll show you all the pieces we have so far. We have the lining that has the zipper pocket inside of it. We have our front exterior that is, oh, did I show you guys? I quilted it. Did you see that? I just put foam on the back and I just got a grid and I just got a ruler and I just did inches. I mean, I don't know what I was doing. It was fun though.
It's cute though.
And then I have
This one is.
this piece that is going to be the back exterior, and this piece has a slip pocket in the outside. And this strap was, if you missed it, it was giving me fits because there's tape on the inside of this. I don't know how I'm gonna get to that.
I stopped picking because I didn't want to hurt the fabric.
Oh yeah. Yep. There's tape on the inside of this and my machine hates it. So I have to finish this before I can sew the two front panel, that exterior together. And I think what I'll do is I'll do that off camera. And so the next video, I'll just leave all my stuff set up. Maybe I'll hop on tomorrow or Sunday. No, Sunday's Super Bowl. No one will watch that. I'll hop on probably tomorrow and I'll just fix this first before I get on camera. Will you hand me that piece? We still have to sew on this piece and then we have to sew the exterior together the way we just did for the lining, box the corners and all that. And then we put them together, sew around the top, turn and burn, top stitch. I have to put rivets on this strap and then we dance around and have a party. So that'll be part 2. What do you guys think? Does that sound like a good idea?
Woo woo.
Okay, yeah, I'll pick it out. I'll get the tape out. I want to make sure I do it right. And if I continue it right now, then the strap won't be fixable. So that's why I just kind of want to be like, you know what? Let's just do it right and we'll just wait as I mess my thread up here. Okay, so that is part 1 of Takeover Day. And Cynthia has claimed this bag. It will be hers. And can I have your other one? And if you haven't seen a Scoops Ahoy before, this is what the Scoops Ahoy looks like. This is the front. And the back zipper. This one I just did webbing and didn't have any tape in it, so it was no problem. And then of course we've got a recessed zipper panel. So Scoops Ahoy. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for all your help. I know that you guys are, most of you, if not all of you, know more than I do. So I appreciate you getting on and helping and troubleshoot Mr. Jingles. I still love him. I think he did find out that Kasai is getting me in an industrial. I think that's what's going to be. So I hope, Cynthia, do you like it? Cynthia, you might just be carrying around this though, if I can't figure it out. Would you carry around just this? Yes or no? Have a great Friday, everyone. I need to get ready. I have a rehearsal tonight. I need to go do a few things like eat food and study music. So hope you all have a great Friday night and you enjoy your weekend. If I decide to if I can fix this strap, I'll get on tomorrow and finish it and I'll go ahead and post up there. I might even try the cameras again. So, all right. Okay, thank you everyone. We'll see you probably tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.